Uh, Hello, good morning, everyone. Today I will presenting an analysis of Coco through the lens of the national screen culture theory. This particular film is a fascinating example of how cinema can express national identity and it represents everyone everyday culture and at the same time reach the global and users. And the next our introduction to the film. The Coco is was released in 2017 by Pascals and directed by Lee Culture. It tells the story of Miguel, a young Mexican boy who dreams of becoming a musiker, and even though his family has banned music for generations, and during the Day of the Dead, he entered the land of the dead and discovered his family's history. The film beautifully explores the family memory and the cultural tradition, and we're celebrating the Mexico identity. Next, what is a national screen cultural theory? The national screen culture theory is focused on how film reflect and shape the nation's culture and identity. According to the author Hickson, national cinema is not just about where the film is made, but about how it allows the and individuals to imagine a nation. Analyzing is as that the film can perform another nation and showing the daily life of all original people. And Jedica Wedding is suggests that modern national cinema has translation expression. It wants to reach global audience and build a soft power. Okay, and Coco contrasts and Imagi Mexico through its rich vision and musical design. We see the favorite Day of the Dead festival, colorful towns, and traditional marriage music. And even though it was made by an American studio, the film lets both Mexico and the international entities. It feels shared shared Mexico identity. This perspective is supports the Hickson's idea that the national cinema is about cultural imagination, not geographic boundaries. Okay, and according to the NNID, films can perform to another nation by representing the original citizens identity of the political or figures. The Coco does exactly that. It focuses on family life, generation conflict, and love, not a national hero or history. Through the Miguel's journey, we see the emotional and the everyday Mexico feels with the warmth and the connection. This allowed the global individuals to understand the Mexico beyond the street steps. Okay, and Joyotica Vendi explains that national cinema today often has the translational goals to share the culture and create the soft power globally. The Coco the Coco perfectly issues is introduced global views to Mexico traditions like the Day of the Dead, where the shares a positive image of Mexico after its release. Intro interest in Mexico culture and tourism even increased worldwide. So the becomes a traditional national film, and it's deeply local in story but global in impact. However, there are some tensions. Some treaty argue that Coco commercialize Mexico culture and turning the traditions into the entertainment for profit. Also, because it's made by pickers, the the cultural representation is filtered through Western lens, not by Mexico film markets themselves. This shows how globalization influenced the national cinemas, and even when celebrating a culture, it can be shaped by flowering industries and others. So about the conclusion, uh, the Coco is a beautifully demonstrates the core idea of national screen culture theory, and its conscious and imagine national identity and pursue the original lives and rich core and go bio and deduce and deduce. And through this film, I we see how cinema not only preserves uh, preserves the national culture, but also transforms it into the shared global experience. Again, this is about my reference. Thank you.